Veteran Gamers Network, a gamer's haven.
Sup guys, it's Bruce the Veteran. We know that the year is almost over and there are a ton of amazing new games coming out in 2018. So, we compile a list of the more interesting games we found that are being released this January. We'll start off with this indie platformer named Celeste. It was released by the same guys who created Towerfall Ascension. You, the main character, play as this girl named Madeline. Yes, Madeline, not Celeste. I mean, the first time I looked at this redhead, I thought, hey, this is probably Celeste. I mean, she looks like a Celeste. In this platformer, your goal is to uncover the mysteries of a mountain as you climb higher and higher. The higher you go, the more skill you would have to display in order to traverse the terrain and to outrun your shadow. Overall, Celeste is a great strategic platformer where you get to run and die, and jump and die, and air dash and die, and die and die as you try to help Madeline quote unquote find herself, just like any other teenage girl today. This story-driven platformer will be available for the PC, PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch this January. Moving on, we have The Impatient. We saw a trailer released for this game during E3, and after the long wait, it's going to be available to us on January the 23rd. The survival horror will be released for PS4 along with the VR experience. It was developed by Supermassive Games, who was also responsible for helping with the development of other games like Killzone and Little Big Planet and Until Dawn. Speaking of Until Dawn, The Impatient is said to be the prequel, which happened 60 years prior. In the game, your choices and consequences are integral to the gameplay. Your life and the lives you choose around you are dramatically affected by the decisions you make. Because of this and branching narratives, the game will feature multiple endings. Because the developers want you to feel as immersed as possible, there would be a lot of character customization, like voice control, gender choice, body modeling, and more. Continuing on with our list, we have Dragon Ball FighterZ. Namco's Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2 brought a great success, and their soon-to-be latest game, Dragon Ball FighterZ, doesn't seem to fall short of its expectations. Developed by the Arc System Works, this game takes a classic game type with modern graphical flares to amp its power level over 9,000. Set for its release date on January the 26th, we can only say be ready for epic fights and breathtaking 3v3s, or just classic duels with Goku vs Cell, or with other characters such as Gotenks and even Kid Buu, some characters you'd hope not to come across, especially since it has been hinted that Kid Buu may be one of the strongest characters the game has to offer. Lost Sphere is the title of the single-player JRPG by Square Enix and is considered to be the spiritual successor to I Am Setsuna. The game follows a young adventurer named Kanata, who, along with his friends, is looking for a way to eliminate the white fog which is slowly destroying their hometown. They also settle to rebuild the world around them by manifesting their thoughts into matter. To be honest, this game reminds me a lot of Dark Cloud, a PS2 game where a quote-unquote dark cloud destroys your town or world. And it follows the same concept where you try to get memories to rebuild what was once destroyed. Anywho, this game will be released on the 23rd of January for PC, PS4 and Nintendo Switch.
Bruce, you can't keep doing this. Step out of the shadows.
Personally, I'm a big fan of the Telltale games, and this January, the Batman Telltale series will be continuing with its 4th episode, What Ails You?
I know you're trying to create a myth. Just remember, There is room for Bruce and Batman inside that suit.
For too long, this city has burned with corruption and greed. And with Bruce's help, a vote for Harvey Dent is a vote to finally put your foot down.
Vicky Vale, reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Money gets money. I can get Harvey the mayor's seat, or I can pull it out from under him.
Your father despised men like Falcone. No one has ever managed to bring him down.
I haven't tried yet.
Come on!
A fire is heading this way. You must show the world the true nature of a Wayne.
Sometimes I think this whole city's a crime scene.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Well then, time to save the city.
Monster Hunter World is an action role-playing game which will be published on the 26th of January by Capcom. It's the 5th main title of their Monster Hunter franchise. Unlike the other Monster Hunter games, this would be the first game to include a 4-player online co-op mode. With the previous games, the player takes the role of a hunter that is tasked by the Royal Commission to hunt down and kill or capture giant huge monsters that roam about in the open world area. Fans of the series will be happy to hear that all 14 weapon types from Monster Hunter 4 and Monster Hunter Generations will be included. Fans will also be happy to learn that Monster Hunter Worlds will feature a complete story mode that can take up to 50 hours to complete. Well, that's the end of our list. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more videos from us, remember to subscribe.